Story 1. Greek yogurt can be used as a substitute for sour cream in recipes. My wife taught me this trick, and we have used it hundreds of times. I never noticed a difference from sour cream. This doesn't necessarily mean the whole meal is healthy, but it is a great source of protein and will dramatically reduce the calories and grams of fat in recipes. One of our favorites is to simply mix it with salsa for a creamy dip with tortilla chips. Story 2. Tangerines are epic. Not mandarins. Not oranges. Not tangelos. If it doesn't say tangerine, that is not it. Get yourself some tangerines and you will have an amazing time. They are so juicy and sweet and taste just as good as any candy. Story 3. Oranges peeled and sliced. With Greek yogurt, oats, dark chocolate chips, and honey. You can put toasted nuts or sesame seeds on top. Tastes exactly like a dreamy dessert. Unfortunately, it also gives me horrible acid reflux. Therefore, I do not eat it often. It is so sad. Story 4. Poached salmon over arugula and lemon dressing. Side of watermelon salad with feta cheese and balsamic reduction. Story 5. Roasted sweet potato does not need anything else, not even salt. I am referring to the purple variety that is common in South America, not the orange one. Story 6. Does it count if it is dipped? Celery with blue cheese is one of my favorite low-effort snacks, but I am not eating celery by itself. If not, then mangoes are the best. Story 7. There are 8 billion people on this planet, all with different taste buds. Case in point, fresh, crisp celery is delicious in my humble opinion. A lot of people think it is disgusting and flavorless. Story 8. Honestly, vegetables cooked just the right way will always outperform healthy food. Marinated and grilled zucchini, cucumber salad with some red onion, tomato, and vinegar, cowboy caviar with all the beans and corn, homemade guacamole on some fresh-made tortillas, roasted eggplant on top of some garlic naan just out of the oven, and kebabs done just right on the grill. Salad from the garden, mixed with some fresh strawberries and goat cheese, and served with a grilled steak. I'm honestly drooling thinking about this right now. It's insane that we don't actually have all these foods readily available in the house every single day because I would probably eat nothing else. Story 9. The healthy food that you eat regularly without consuming unhealthy, processed foods in between. At least for me, my body adjusts. If I eat only whole foods and follow a vegan diet for a few weeks, things that used to taste plain start tasting rich. If you eat a greasy cheeseburger after that, it will taste unpleasant. Story 10. Roasted sweet potatoes and dark chocolate taste just as good as unhealthy snacks but are much healthier. Story 11. Raspberries. A perfectly fresh raspberry tastes so decadent while being very wholesome. They are one of the most nutrient-dense fruits and are also very high in fiber. Story 12. Roasted sweet potatoes with some combination of ground cinnamon, cloves, black pepper, cayenne, cumin, and chipotle. Story 13. Sushi, if you don't drown it in soy sauce. Soy sauce contains a bit of sodium, which can be relatively unhealthy in large amounts. Otherwise, decent sushi with raw fish like salmon is just rice and protein unless you add heavy calorie sauces. Additionally, sushi without tempura fried protein is also enjoyable. Story 14. In my opinion, it would be watermelon. It is sweet but not too sweet, and the feeling of hydration it provides is amazing. Story 15. Warm blue cheese with a Braeburn apple. Ambrosia. Does anyone else think that fruit tastes better at ambient temperature? Story 16. Steamed vegetables. When I get fish and chips or something that comes with fries, I order steamed vegetables instead, and I don't care about my health. Story 17. Cara Cara oranges. Autumn crisp grapes. Juicy ripe tomatoes when they are in their peak season. Strawberries when they are in season. Really any fruit in season. Nectarines are delightful when they are ripe and juicy, and you take a bite and the juice runs down your chin and hands. Story 18. No idea why, but the first bite of a fresh piece of raw broccoli is my absolute favorite taste sensation ever. The subsequent bites are also delicious, but that first one has me wanting to act up. Story 19. Vegetables can be good if you season them properly. Most healthy food is tasty. It is all in what you pair it with and also the spices and herbs you use. Story 20. A creamy smoothie bowl, it is better than ice cream. Freeze your fruit overnight and use a strong enough blender with the milk of your choice. It is my everyday breakfast. I love adding chia seeds, almonds, and granola, but you can go wild with the toppings such as coconut shavings, berries, bits of dark chocolate, and my personal favorite, thinly sliced figs. Story 21. Everything prepared well. Some fermented hot sauce is healthy and helps against inflammation. It contains a lot of minerals and vitamins, is probiotic, and aids in reducing pain. Some pain medication uses capsaicin as the active ingredient, and it is hot sauce. Sourdough bread. Herbs add body and complexity to everything. Alcohol-free beer, if brewed well, is really nice. It hydrates effectively and has a lot of minerals. Tea. If you do not overcook your vegetables, most of them are really nice. An aromatic base can be made with finely diced onion, carrots, and celery sautéed in a bit of olive oil until they get some color. You do not have to cook your vegetables thoroughly. Ginger can be used to make ginger beer, though my ginger beer with 12% alcohol by volume is probably not that healthy, as it is high in alcohol and sugar. Most fruits today are very high in sugar, but wild fruits often contain less sugar. Most things classified as berries are fine, though berries as a family are also good. However, many things we call berries, such as pumpkins, tomatoes, and chilies, are not actually berries. Chicken, eggs, and lean beef. Get some bones, put them in a pot, get some color on them, add salt and vegetable peels. Get color on the peels as well, add water, and let it simmer for a few hours. Remove the protein from the top and filter with a cheesecloth to achieve a nice broth. You can also add herbs with stems working well. Fermented foods. Dried meat. Nuts and seeds. Story 22. Not available in many places outside of New Zealand, but gold kiwi fruits taste like candy. By far, they are my favorite fruit. Story 23. Food should taste good. Multigrain chips or siete grain-free tortilla chips with some Yucatan mild guacamole. I can eat an entire tub of the guacamole with those chips, no problem, and I only feel a little guilty. Story 24. Anything my mom makes. Her dessert tastes not great, but her cooking is incredible. My friends tend to gorge themselves on her cooking when they visit. Story 25. I mix a ranch seasoning packet into light Greek yogurt and dip vegetables. Took a bit, but the ranch now tastes disgusting. Story 26. Fruit is due to its sugar content and can be unhealthy if not supplemented with other foods as part of your diet. Story 27. Broccoli. Now that's a tasty vegetable. Carrots, beans, peas, radishes, onions, and kohlrabi are all tasty. Sear them in a pan, bake them in the oven, or toss them on the grill. Don't be afraid to use spices and butter. I don't understand the hate for vegetables. Want something tasty to go with your steak and sausages? Boil potatoes, broccoli, peas, and carrots together. Mash them all together with a spoon of sour cream, a cup of milk, and a spoon of butter. Add salt and pepper. Ain't no heroes who don't eat their vegetables. P.S. Butter is healthy for you. Just don't overdo it and harm yourself. Story 28. Anything with garlic. Garlic makes me rethink my atheism at times. Roast any vegetable in garlic and a little olive oil, salt, and pepper, and maybe some thyme. So much better than the boiled food I grew up eating. For sweet things, I love a good trail mix. Just nuts, dried fruit, and a little bit of dark chocolate. Perfectly good for you but tastes like dessert. Story 29. Cold extra firm tofu with a little bit of soy sauce, cut into small cubes and wrapped in nori sesame seaweed snacks. I know that I am probably alone in this one thing, but it is my favorite midnight protein snack. I make no apologies. I just realized we are out of extra firm tofu, and I am going to really want some around 3 a.m., but I am too lazy to go back out and get some. Story 30. I don't think that these two categories are defined clearly enough for this to be a meaningful question. Diet advice changes with the weather. Story 31. Literally salad. It doesn't need to be grass clippings, but a nice crisp lettuce, a handful of your preferred toppings, and your favorite dressing really is great, and you are consuming so many fewer calories. Story 32. Chicken breast is delicious if you know how to prepare it. I think people get turned off by the stereotype of eating unseasoned dry chicken. I eat a pretty typical fitness diet myself, but I also like enjoying life, so I make it taste good. I'm just an ordinary person with a pressure cooker, but my simple shredded chicken surpasses anything from Kentucky Fried Chicken easily. A few shakes of seasonings are all you need. Story 33. Anything well prepared or fresh. I love some fresh seafood. It tastes amazing with or without heavy preparation. Story 34. I am surprised that nobody has mentioned a good salad. Romaine, tomato, onion, cucumber, maybe some avocado, feta, Kalamata olives, all with a vinaigrette dressing. Add chicken, salmon, hard-boiled egg, and you have a meal sitting in front of you. It's 10:45 at night here, and suddenly I want to make a salad. Story 35. Fresh pico de gallo. 3 ripe diced Roma tomatoes, 1/4 cup diced red onion, 1/4 of a whole chopped jalapeno, fresh chopped cilantro, a squirt of lime juice, and some salt. Add it to pretty much anything. Story 36. Fresh, expertly prepared sushi. Raw oysters. Mediterranean food with pasta, olive oil, and fresh arugula. Story 37. There is not one. Any healthy food that is delicious by itself is even better when covered in fats, salts, and sugars. Story 38. Baked apple chips are a total game changer. They are super crispy and satisfy that crunch craving like regular chips, but they are way healthier. Story 39. Fresh sourdough bread toasted with a drizzle of honey and an orange. I would prefer that over chips or candy any day. Story 40. Slice up a Granny Smith apple. Sprinkle some salt on it. Drown it in lime juice. It literally tastes like candy. Story 41. Jackfruit, rambutan, snake fruit, and avocado with milk. Indonesian local food like asam peda, urap, gado-gado, pestle, and soto. Story 42. FR mushrooms taste just as good as unhealthy food. They have this meaty, rich flavor that I enjoy savoring, and they can be prepared in different delicious ways too. You can sauté them with garlic and onions, coat them in batter and deep fry them, mince them to make a vegetarian burger patty, or add chopped bits to pasta, casseroles, and other dishes. Story 43. Most vegetables, when properly prepared, can be delicious. I used to absolutely hate asparagus because my mom would only ever buy the frozen kind that you steam in a bag. But now, just throw some olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic on it, place it in the oven for 15 minutes, and then top it off with either Parmesan or mozzarella. I could eat a pound of it as the main dish with a steak on the side. Story 44. Cauliflower and broccoli. In my opinion, it might just be because I am Asian, but I would prefer boiled vegetables over most things. Story 45. Actually healthy as in low calorie? Probably frozen blueberries, salsa, and freeze-dried jackfruit. A lot of things here have micronutrients but are high in calories such as nuts. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.